because I went to the recording and it was like, by the way, we can't access your local storage right now, so try to access this file later. And I'm like, what? Excuse me?
What does that mean,
Where's my
computer?
recording? And is it going to do this again? And then I realized that I was actually still recording. So it was just like, bro, I literally can't play this right now. It's still being written to. Um, so that was the issue. And of course, as it always does, it sounded fine. But I just know the one time I don't check and like do this, it's
It's
just
going to be destroyed.
it's gonna be destroyed and it's it's gonna be awful. Um Speaking of awful, who can tell me what happened last time on This Isn't Normal?
We met a cool frog, and we participated in frog therapy, and it didn't go good.
That's that's all technically true. Can can
Got him on the technicality.
can anyone give me a little bit more detail?
No. No.
I got you. I got you. I
Fellas.
thought real hard about it. I'll give you a little bit more. So we've been hanging out in the 1930s because our time travel is the kind of time travel that takes a week to finish. So we've been hanging out, and Boo was like, "Tough news, crew. The frog's gonna catch up to us because we met him in the frog dimension with Time, and Time said, 'Go get him, boys.' And he's just gonna show up, and he's gonna not be nice about it." And we were like, "What if we reasoned with the frog?" So we sat down and we smoked corncob pipes for hours straight. And then, right when we gave up on smoking our corncob pipes, we threw all of them directly at him. Um, in an act of divine comedy, if I'm being honest. It's pretty epic. So once we did that, that frog was like, "You've jingled your last bell. It's time for me to rearrange your molecules." And he took out his fancy little stick and he jingled on over to us. And he certainly did hit a few of us with it. It's not good to get hit with. It phases through you. Much like a police baton, because that's what it is. Except it phases through your body and hits the inside of you. So Chris took that away from him, and we've been beating him up. Except we gave up on that because we needed the backup of our friends. We tried bamboozling him, didn't work. He was too bamboozled. It just didn't affect him. So now we've got everyone involved. Deez, the Fingies, Boo. We're all jumping him. Everyone missed with their shovel attacks. It was good. There was even some self-sabotage involved with the shovel attacks.
It was
We
good.
we won't bring that up for Deez's sake.
Yeah.
Um it's a living, and now we're gonna beat him up as a family in this house.
That's that's very good. Yeah. And I think the only other thing I want to add is that I think right after we stopped recording last time, someone who I want to give credit to, Mark, came up with the brilliant name. It was not your name for the weapon.
It was me.
It was Will. Will came up with the brilliant name to call the weapon metaphysical therapy, which is
It
just
was, it was
awesome.
honestly it was honestly a shame that we weren't recording, but I did start talking about real life stuff immediately after recording, so it's fair that it wasn't.
Yeah. I've
I was
I
talking about how I was gonna get physical therapy, and then we were like, "It's the physical therapy stick." Just kidding, it's the metaphysical therapy stick. It goes inside you.
Right, and I had to stop because you started talking about your social security number and I was like, we can't
Yeah,
do that again.
it's
Um
true.
so that's right. Now it's coming back to me. And, and on that note, we are at the top of the order with everyone's favorite pair of hand-holding twins, the Fingies, who of course,
Yeah.
with two rusty milk knives, are going to continue their efforts of stabbing.
What do you mean that the milk knives are rusty?
Well, they've been in. There's just like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I mean, they were like
It's their
knives.
milk.
They were like knives dipped in milk, and now they're fucking rusty.
Oh, see, in my mind, the knives were made out of milk. That
Un-
makes more sense.
Unfortunately, maybe there's was some iteration that was like that. These are not them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's just normal knives that are a little milky. They're not even knives made out of milk.
They were probably at one point a little milky. Now
Forged in the dairy? No, just kidding. It wasn't. It's just metal.
it's just metal. And they stab them. They stab them. All right, that's what they do. They get them. They run up and they get them. They get them real good. Iris, it's your turn.
Me? Oh boy. All right, man. I don't have. I was gonna say I don't have guns, but we took my guns off of the old us's.
Yeah,
So
that
you know what? Shotgun.
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 And you're basically at point blank range. So if you do hit,
Yeah.
that's going to be a lot of damage.
He's. I'm gonna cook him.
All right, you
We're
are
gonna
going
have
to get
frog legs for dinner.
you're going to get
Class.
counterattacked. Just as a heads up.
Well, he can try counterattacking me all he wants, but he doesn't have his stick, and I have a gun, so
he brought he,
that's gonna work out real good for him now, isn't it?
he brought his hands to a gunfight.
This fool brought a stick in his hands to a gunfight.
How's your gun roll?
Let's see. Firearms rifle shotgun needs a 25. And would you know I did in fact roll a 25.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay. I did get an extreme success to hit you.
Okay, well, so are we hitting each other?
Uh
Who wins here?
Attacker's choice.
technically, are we going to do this? Maybe we should have this conversation.
Yeah.
Technically, bullet beats all. But we've literally never ever played it that way.
Like he can punch me if he wants, but I'm still gonna shoot him.
Let's resolve it like that, right? Go ahead. Unload.
I'll let him punch me but I'm also shooting him. I succeeded in shooting him. Him punching me is not gonna stop that.
Like you're 100% correct. I've been this is it. This is the moment everyone finds out I've been a fraud all these years.
Listen, it's for the theatrics of it all.
It's true. That's what we do. It's for the theater.
Right. Well, he's taking 4d6s.
Yeah, he
we're
sure
point
is
blank.
taking 4d6 points of
And
damage.
he can slap me with his little froggy fingers all he wants. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
14 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. You actually blast the arm off that's coming down to slap you. That's
yeah.
That's how we're going to resolve that one. Deece is up next, and he's going to try his little DC best to whackle. He does not. Anyway, Full Frog's up next with
Full Frog.
one bloodied stump of an arm and one other arm for smacking. For his first action, he's going to come for Chris.
No, you don't. I'm gonna hit you with the stick.
You're gonna hit him with the stick.
Hit him with his own. Hit him with his own stick.
Hit him with the stick. Yeah, I'm gonna swing at him. I'm gonna counterattack because he doesn't have any bullets.
He sure does not have any bullets. Just blind rage. Emphasis on blind because I'm pretty sure part of his face got clawed off too. I got a normal success to hit you.
Yeah, that sucks. I got a extreme success.
Hit him with the stick.
Hit him with the stick. All right. D8. Let me see. Yeah, it takes 6 internal damage, sir.
How are you doing this? Can you describe this to me?
Oh, you want me to lay it out for you?
I do.
He's coming to smack me, right?
Yeah.
Or he's coming to smack me. So I'm gonna do a sick like a sick juke, like I'm gonna spin out of the way, and as I'm spinning back towards him, I'm just gonna smack him in the head if I can.
Oh shit! So you want to go for like a little brain blast, like a
like a
little
give him a brain blast.
Give him a brain blast.
Maybe it'll knock some sense into him and he'll run away.
It does actually not knock. It does not. I'm sorry. It doesn't work. Therapy.
That's unfortunate for him because I still have his stick.
Ineffective. You do still have the stick. Cosmo, you're also going to be the recipient of a smackle.
All right.
But,
not even trying to avoid it. I'll just take it.
I'll try to dodge it.
Okay.
Oh, I don't dodge it.
You don't dodge it? Okay.
No, that's a 90.
Okay, you're gonna get smackled for 2
Nice.
points of damage.
Okay.
We've given him the business. He's losing steam.
Yeah, he really is losing steam. Cosmo, you're actually up next.
With the stick.
Cosmo doesn't have the stick.
Hit him with a shovel.
You probably could get a
Um,
shovel.
No, I have a gun, and I've. In
Hit
fact,
him
my
with a
last
gun.
turn, last episode was to shoot him, so I'll just do that again.
Okay. Are you doing one bullet?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Okay, no, I don't shoot him.
Okay, your shot goes wide. And Boo is up next. Who he's gonna go for the shovel.
Hit him with the shovel.
He's gonna go he's listening to Iris's calls of hit him with the shovel. There's gonna be some shovel hitting.
Shovel him.
And the boy is shoveled. The boy is shoveled real bad.
Call that boy disheveled
Um
on account of he's in shambles.
Got
and
him.
Fool Frog kind of like starts crouching down, putting his good hand just to kind of lean and get some support. Chris, you're up next.
Hit him with the stick. I'm gonna hit him with the stick again.
Hit him with the stick. Do it.
He can't even do anything about this, can he? He's just like currently dying. His status is listed as dying.
Status above his head. It has like a little bar and it just says dying.
Yeah. Well, I got good news for him. I did get a hard success.
Can you go ahead and roll that D8 of damage for me?
Yeah, I hope I don't hurt him too bad. That's 4 damage.
Okay, great. So you swing your stick, I'm going to say, into his chest, hitting some organ or another, and sending him sprawling back, now completely prone on the ground. Tem looks at all of you and says, "Listen, I don't want to like steal your kill or anything, but I could do something pretty cool if you're interested."
Hit him with the temporal anomaly.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Do it.
So with the flick of a wrist, Tem opens a portal under the frog, who falls in, and there's sort of like this violent eruption of visceral and green felt that shoots up out of the portal.
I grab some.
You don't want that. Put that back.
I put it back. I put it back in the anomaly.
It's like, take a handful of bloody green felt, I guess.
Chris like wipes his hand on a kitchen towel nearby.
That's good. It's permanently ruined. And Tem closes the portal, and around you, you see everyone kind of breathe a sigh of relief. How's everyone feeling after that?
Well, hopefully there's no more frogs after that.
We got a stick. It's fine.
Free stick. You gotta bury that.
Another
You gotta bury that somewhere special, and then come dig it back up in the future when we're back home.
Oh, you're right, because I can't bring it with me.
Yeah, no, we're not even gonna take our clothes with us. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Chris like walks outside and buries it in the cornfield.
Boo kind
Like
of follows you.
on a spot he would know, like it's the 3rd row on like the east side of the cornfield.
Boo.
Maybe not in the cornfield. They're gonna dig that up. You're gonna lose that.
Do you think they would till it up?
Yeah, this is like cornfield, and it probably will be for a while.
Chris like runs back out and digs his little stick up like a dog.
It's just buried in like the yard.
But I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Boo kind of leans against the shovel and says, "While you're figuring it out, shoot, I was gonna say we should bury the evidence, but
It's already buried.
there's not much left of it, huh?"
No.
We should probably just burn the rest.
It's kind of all over the floor.
Well, you have a shovel.
It starts
Bonfire.
like
World's worst
digging up
bonfire.
shovels, the small shovels of green felt and blood, and he says, "Yeah, we're gonna burn this. All right, everyone. We got about 24 to 36 hours, give or take, until we're violently ejected back into the future. Chris, bury your stick. Everyone else, nice job.
Ooh, we did it. Is everybody okay? Like, is everybody's organs okay?
No.
Chris like taps himself on the arm with the stick, and he's like, "Ow." Yeah. All right. Maybe lay down.
That thing's a hazard.
Chris, bury that thing. Don't procrastinate it.
Okay. All right. Chris like runs out the door.
Find a good spot that you'll remember.
Okay. And he runs away.
All right, where does Chris bury it?
Right
Is
back
there,
in the
like-
cornfield.
Go back to the cornfield, same spot I did before. No. I'll show them. It'll still be here. Chris, like, is there like a river nearby?
There is, yeah.
Okay. Is there like a tree near that river? Like, like a good, like, 40, 50 feet away from the river, just to, give way for expansion and whatnot.
You spy the old oak tree by the river.
Chris like stares at it inquisitively. He kind of like strokes his beard that he doesn't have because he doesn't grow facial hair.
Yeah.
And then he runs over to that tree and he buries his little stick.
All right. That's perfect. You right by the old oak tree by the river, near the shrimp family cabin. That's where your stick is. Don't forget it.
I won't. Chris like draws a map, like a really bad map.
Yeah, that's perfect. What?
Yeah.
That's great. Does anyone else have any business in the year of our Lord 1933?
No.
No, I don't like it here.
Cosmo.
I don't know. I'm really torn because I kind of want to confront Boo about something, but I also don't know how well that'd go over, so...
Do it.
Okay, yeah, you know what? While everyone's cleaning up, and Boo's shoveling piles of dead frog, I'm gonna kind of just, like, hover nearby with my arms crossed, bleeding out a little bit, so I'm not doing well physically or mentally.
Boo looks over and says, "Hey, Cosmo,
Beauregard.
you here to help?"
Not really.
He kind of looks at you and then starts shoveling again.
Alright, is there another shovel nearby?
Yeah, there is.
Alright, I'll pick up the shovel and start begrudgingly shoveling as I wrestle with this question again.
Okay. Beauregard keeps shooting you eye contact, but you get the distinct impression, I don't even need to have you roll for this, that he's not exactly gonna bring up and ask why you're helping.
Fine. Cosmo doesn't seem like they're receptive of this. They're just sighing a bunch and muttering, and they finally kind of look up at him, catch his eye, and says, "I'm so tired of this stupid game. I'm so tired of not understanding things, and I'm so tired of being confused and used constantly. So if you tell me nothing else, I won't fucking bother you anymore. You want ceaseless cooperation, I'm here for it. But I need to know for a fucking fact. Who is Cosma? Why do you know a Cosma? Why did Fool Frog know a Cosma?"
That's your well, it's complicated, and if you don't know, he checks his watch. He says, "You must be May or June 2033, right?"
Yes.
Wow. How time flies. Look, I gotta be real with you, kid. I'm not trying to make your life difficult. But I don't know if I tell you things how it's gonna impact the timeline, and I cannot cause any damage to it. It's not you. I know, it's gonna be real frustrating coming from an old fuddy-duddy like me. Kid, I can't. I'm sorry.
How about this? If you don't tell me right now what you know about Cosma or Ozma, I'm going to do everything in my power to fuck it up. I'm going to go back to my time and I'm going to change everything. I'm going to be an absolute menace.
Can you roll? I'm kind of tempted to have you roll intimidation for that.
I think that's pretty fair. I don't think I'm going to pass this check because I don't have the very good intimidation, but I hope he knows that wasn't just a threat, that was a promise. No. Okay, that's a 24. That's not a 15, so I did not pass that. Well, actually, you know what? I still have a lot of luck left over. 23 is not that far from 15. It is 8 points. I'll take that. You know what? That is 49 points of luck left. Okay, then yeah, I barely succeed.
Boo kind of grimaces as you threaten to mess with the flow of space and time, and says, "Kid, are you? Oh man, you really want to go down this road?"
More than anything, I would like the truth. For the fucking first time this year, it seems, I would just really, genuinely not like to be left in the dark. Please. And if you want, I will quietly go back to my time. I will follow the game. I'll destroy the world or whatever fucking shit we get up to. But I have to know. Because I'm not going to just go back and say, hey, Ozma, who are you? And have Ozma say, I'm just Ozma. You know, you know something. And I really, really fucking want to know what it is.
Oh, Cosmo, I'm not in a position to barter with you.
You're with me all damn day, Burgard.
I feel like I gotta try though. How about a compromise? Tell me your current theory. It can be whatever you want. I'll give you a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Hang on. That's got to be good enough for you, though. So no ifs, ands, or buts. But I will give you a very clear yes or no if you ask me a question about this.
Okay.
One question, Cosmo. Just let's lay it all out on the table.
Yeah, I get that. You're very fucking clear. I get that. Okay, one question, yes or no. That's it. I understand. If that's as much as you'll do, then that's as much as I'm gonna get. Is the girl back at the hotel, whether her name is Ozma or Cosma, is she a time traveler?
No, Cosmo. Whoever's
Okay.
back at the hotel with you is not a time traveler.
Well, that's good enough, I guess.
Hey, you missed a spot over there.
No, I didn't. She throws the fucking shovel on the floor.
Hey. do you walk away?
No, I'm just standing there.
That's a power move.
Boo mutters and goes over and finishes up. And are we good to jump back to the future? Get it?
Yes.
I guess this is literally Back to the Future. Not the movie, but the event that we're doing right now is going back into the future.
Yeah.
As opposed to the first movie. I don't think there was a lot of actually going back to the future in the first movie. It's more like back to the present, if I remember properly.
Yeah, I think the title was more of a lead up though, you know, like they were smart.
Yeah, they were building the brand. Hi, welcome to our Back to the Future podcast episode, where we discuss all things Back to the Future. This week, Marty McFly. Anyway.
Get it, Reggie.
She's fucking chaotic, bro. I swear. She keeps unrolling my rolls of paper towel or unrolling my rolls of fucking toilet paper. If I put them the other way, she goes from the top. She gets on the counter and she like pulls it. Fucking asshole.
It's obviously time to invest in a bidet. Reggie's looking out for you.
Yeah, she is. She's like, hey man, it's a smart decision financially because you'll save money in the long run.
Hey,
Also, get with the times, bro.
Reggie's like, hey man, listen, we gotta talk about.
We gotta talk about your toilet paper habit, bro.
And with that, you are all blasted back into the IRS headquarters, naked, afraid, and victorious. Really, you did it. Somewhat, you did something. That's for sure.
We killed the frog.
And you see old man Brent Bradleyson or Brattleton, whatever the fuck is.
It was Brentel. I think it was Brentelson. It was Brent Brentelson because I was coming up with a dumb name when I named him.
Brent something or other says, "Welcome back. It's like hardly any time passed."
Did time pass?
Not really here. How was the trip?
It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my stick! And Chris like grabs his clothes and he like starts heading out.
But Boo says, "Hey, whoa! No, not so fast
Injured
there.
somewhere."
We're oh god, are you guys gonna make me go back for the stick right now?
Yes. What if that could fall into the wrong hands?
Oh my god. Okay. Shoot. He turns towards Deese and says, "Listen up, kid. Your sister does not belong in prison. So she's not going to be in prison anymore. I need to make sure that you're not going to go back and kill her. You understand? You got a lot of shit seems like you got to work out, and I'm probably a hypocrite for saying that, but you got to invest in some therapy, okay, bud?" And Deese is like, but no buts, kid. This is the way it is. Who is the president in 2033?
Schmeckle Dinky?
Schmeckle Dinky?
Yeah, Schmeckle Dinky. That's what it is. Sorry. I don't really keep up with politics.
Deese looks at you baffled and says, "It's Donald Glover."
It's not Schmeckle Dinky.
Oh, God.
I thought Schmeckle won like the popular vote. I don't understand how politics work.
Are we saying?
No, Schmeckle Dinky was Donald Glover's like side music project.
Oh my god, wait, is that just another alias again?
Yeah.
This man. This is why he's president.
To be stopped at this point.
This is how he keeps getting elected. This is like his sixth fucking time.
He's been president since 2024. This has to stop.
He keeps rebranding himself, getting reelected.
Boo says, right, Schminkle Dinky, aka Donald Glover. I shouldn't tell you this. We actually keep every president, past, present, and future, on a retainer in case we need to do something stupid with the IRS. So I gotta, like, pulls up a phone and says, "Yeah, I need DG to prepare a presidential pardon for Temperina Shramp in the year 2033. Thank you." And he hangs up and says, "So yeah, it's kind of a long story, but basically every president, when they get elected, we're basically like, hey, we might need to call on you to make a pardon or do something, and then we'll authorize it as having been done in the past." It's a whole thing, but it works out pretty well for us.
Oh.
You're very calm and collected about this information.
I mean,
Care.
the IRS does
Yeah.
time travel. Like, what do you expect us to do with that?
Yeah, that's fair.
What I'm shocked on that our corrupt government's corrupt. Oh my god, I never would have guessed.
This little short man kicks in the door to the lab, runs over with a piece of paper and says, "Here's your presidential pardon, sir." And Boo grabs it and says, "Thank you." Strange.
Jeez, that was really
That
fast.
was really fast.
Who's this man?
This usually takes a while. Wow, good on you, kid. Get out of here. And says, "Okay, I guess let's go get that stick quick." Chris, do you remember where you buried it?
Yep. near the old oak, under the old oak tree near the river at the farm, Shrimp Farm.
Boo types a few things into his watch and opens a portal and says, "Well, everyone, say goodbye to Brent. This will be the last time you ever see him, God willing."
Goodbye, Brent.
What if I don't want to say goodbye to him?
I can't legally make you say goodbye to Brent.
That's good.
I regret knowing you. I say getting into the portal.
That's fair. Yeah. All right, come on, everyone.
Also, wait, hold on. You need to figure out your money suit thing because that was really dumb that you sent us with money from the present day. But okay, bye.
It's either that or you're naked. He calls, echoing
That's
in the
okay.
distance. Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly scheduled ad break. What's up? Thanks for listening to the Reflection Game episode 50. 50. That's pretty crazy, but I'm so glad that you've been a part of it. And thank you for being a part of this story all the way through the end of the prison arc, which is really cool. This is the last episode before, we're getting into new territory again, which is always a little nerve-wracking and exciting. And I hope you're looking forward to it. This is both the perfect week and a horrible week to tell you that next week we will be taking off for a little bit of a mental health break. Gonna spend some time with my family. It's gonna be very nice. And so we'll come back the following week, the following Monday, with a little mini story that I'm very excited about. It's all part of the reflection game. My dog is not happy that we're taking a break, but I think she will be when she has a better understanding of what that means as a dog. Anyway, we have a really cool mini story we're going to be starting. It should be like 2 parts tops, and then we'll get into some hotel shenanigans, which will be very cool. And you'll hear a little bit more about that at the end of the episode, and it should hopefully keep you excited to come back in 2 weeks. Anyway, as always, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, smash the like button. Please tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. It helps us out so much. And of course, I have to tell you about Patreon, patreon.com/tincast to be exact. That is our financial support for the show. It keeps us running each and every month. And in exchange for $5 a month, we put your name in the video credits every week. And we also release monthly bonus content. If you haven't seen yet, last week had a sneak preview of part 1 of Fool's Gold, which is maybe a pilot for season 4. We'll see, depending on if people like it or not. And so the second part of that should probably be out next week or the week after. And so there'll be another sneak preview of that to look forward to. And of course, then for $10 a month, we thank you each and every week during this portion of the show, which is why it's time to thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wilbrandt, Emilyn Laderna, Smarties, Charlie Rose, Adam Carpenter, and Marco Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. We'll keep it nice and brief this week. I'll let you guys get back into the madness. Join us again, not next week, but the following week for something very cool. And until then, stay safe, drink lots of water, and have a great week. Where's the other?
God, the government sucks.
As you all pass through, and Boo says, "Yeah, I know, right?
Work for the government.
I do work for the government, yes. Do you agree with everything your employer does?"
Yep.
Employer.
I'm self-employed, so yeah.
Same.
I got fired by the fucking game police, and then bullied into working for them.
And you trust the Caldera Corporation? Everything you
Fuck
do?
no.
Oh, that's interesting. So you don't trust your current employer or agree with everything they do?
They don't employ me.
They don't own me.
I'm sorry. I checked my zero balance bank account. I haven't been paid, so I don't really know if that counts as employment.
I guess it's more like semi-forced volunteer work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's a much better way of looking at it.
So he's leading you through corridors and back in the hallways of the echo chamber, and says, "So I made you guys a promise. You first got acquainted. I'd tell you the name of that paper."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was how acts of kindness without context lead to destruction.
Cosmo stops dead in their tracks.
Keep up now, unless you want to be Wombat Chow.
Maybe I do.
No,
No.
come on now.
No, we don't. Come on.
He stops and turns around and says, Kid, this is not the time or the place for a crisis.
There's just nothing we can do. Everything's gonna be ruined. You can't be kind. You can't be cruel. You can't be. What are we doing?
What are you doing? You're doing your best, kid. What the hell?
And
Do you
then
think
look where it leads us, right into your paper.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Listen, I don't want to be that guy, especially because you guys haven't technically done it yet. You guys think you're the first idiots who destroy the world?
Of course not.
I was practically raised by some. I was. I was literally raised by
Wait,
people
what?
who, no exaggeration, probably caused the end of the world twice.
Wow.
Is your family in jail?
Well, ain't that a question I will never answer for you?
That's like, I want to believe that that's a yes, but also it could be a no.
No, that's definitely a no.
Kid, you don't just give up because you make mistakes. Even though I know what you do, you can't stop. What the hell? You think
Why?
everyone's perfect?
I don't think everyone tries to do something nice for someone and destroys the world. I don't think that's what happens, no.
Maybe not. But that doesn't mean you're... Look, kid, you're not bad people. None of you are bad people. Everything's gonna come together. And it'll make sense, and it's gonna suck. Where I'm from, works out okay in the long run.
Well, pardon me if I don't really believe that.
Kid,
But I'll start moving
mean,
again.
I've
I
got
mean, if
no
the world
reason to lie to
ends,
you.
we wouldn't even be here, or at least Boo wouldn't.
Oh, that's a good way to, that's a way to look at it. And he opens a portal and pops back out. The cornfield around the adjacent area has been replaced by an interstate, and you can see that there's like a few little strip malls, a local McNaldo's, and notably, about 100, 200 feet away from you, Chris, you spy the old oak tree by the river, and you see a small crowd of protesters gathered around it. They're holding signs that say, "Save the tree! Save the tree! Don't cut it down! Don't cut the tree down! Don't touch it! Don't even go near it!"
Chris walks up to them and he's like, "Hello,
"Hello, sir. Are you here
hello.
to save the tree?"
Um, no, I'm actually here because my great grandpappy's cousin buried something here many years ago. And you see, it's a family heirloom, you could say. So I just need to like get in
Oh,
there.
look at this guy. I can see your type, you scab. You're with the construction company. You think this is the
Chris,
first...
Chris like cuts them off and picks them up. Just moves them.
Can you roll strength?
Yeah.
Well,
He
look at
says,
this guy passing the picket like, whoa!
put me down. What is that? Is that what you said? Strength?
Yeah.
Oh, let me reiterate. Yeah, that's a pass. That's a hard success.
All right, you pick up this squirming protester. Oh, heavens, put me down.
Yep, here you go. Puts him down like 2 feet aside, so there's like a noticeable gap between the people, and Chris just like slides in.
Do you just start digging?
Yeah. I'm just gonna dig a little bit.
They're like pointing like, hey, this guy's a picket crosser. He's gonna destroy the tree.
Nope. You're actually destroying it by standing here and being you. Excuse me, sorry. Just
You
gotta
would
get
stop
this.
this. You would stop this nice young man from getting his family heirloom.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get in the way of family.
Boo kind of crosses his arms and looks over at Iris and Cosmo and is like, Maybe I should have just picked a different time to do this.
Yeah, why did you choose
It's
the
fine.
time that the tree was most fucked? I mean, hold on, I got this. I got this. Chris, go on the other side, and I'll go stand in front of the crowd. Maybe if there's like a particularly pointy rock, I'll stand on top of that, raise my hands to the sky, and I say, "Are we gonna let the big corporation take our tree?"
Can you roll persuasion and take a bonus die?
Perfect. I think that's like, maybe I have no persuasion, in which case that wouldn't be perfect. Oh no, I do actually. Extreme success.
Oh my god. They say, no!
No, all eyes on me, because they're gonna save the tree.
We're gonna save the tree!
And hopefully everyone's looking at me and not the tree.
What do we do?
We're gonna march, but first we need to practice our formation. Everybody line up, single file, facing me. We're gonna do a really cool move, and that's gonna tell the corporation that we're serious.
You hear one guy go, but wait, what about that guy? And he gets drowned out by, yeah! And,
All right, and
and Chris, you are able to dig in relative peace and retrieve your slightly weathered metaphysical therapy stick.
Sick.
meanwhile, I teach this crowd of single file people how to wave their arms in like successful tandem, so it looks like one person has like a lot of waving arms, and I'm like, this will be how we defeat them. We will intimidate them with the power of arms with which we hold our beloved tree.
Boo,
Yeah.
Boo looks at his watch and is like,
Woo!
this is surprisingly damaging to the timeline, but I think we can just get out of here.
And with that, I wish you all a good day. I am retiring. And get off the rock.
Boo opens a portal behind the local McNaldo's and motions for you all to go through.
I passed through.
McNaldo's portal.
And before too long, you stand where you first entered. You can tell because there's tons of blood all over the tiles in this part of the echo chamber. And Boo says, all right, kids. He holds up the piece of paper with the presidential pardon and says, give this to who's ever in the prison, and it should be good.
Is that gonna go over well? We're masquerading as
Hollywood agents.
couple of truck employees and some Hollywood agents.
You're trucking Hollywood agents who met President Donald Glover and got a presidential pardon for tempering a shrimp. Listen, I can't stress this enough. Every president is onboarded, so if worst case scenario they go to confirm this is about as legit as it gets.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Is there
What?
Oh,
what
one last question.
yeah.
What do we do about Party Frog?
Yeah, he lives in the same building that we do.
He's like our upstairs neighbor.
That's not even an exaggeration.
Like he's literally above us.
Yeah, these things have a way of working themselves out, if my memory serves.
What does that mean?
It means you'll see, kid. Hey,
Okay.
he puts an arm on Chris's shoulder. He says, Chris, this really goes for everyone. Except for Dees, the Thingies, and Temperina. Really, Team Bouquet. Do me a favor, if you do anything for me after this.
Maybe.
Go easy on him, would ya? He's going through a lot right now.
Who?
Yeah, he'll see. And he opens a portal and with a gentle shove pushes Chris through.
Yeah, Chris goes through, but and he waves bye to Bork.
Bork, yeah, you wave goodbye to Bork. Do the rest of you go through?
Yeah.
Give him one last kind of confused look, but I'll go through.
He shoots you a grimace in return.
I give him a very enthusiastic wave goodbye.
He gives you a half-hearted one.
Nice.
Wait, why did you only push me through?
And Chris, as you ask that, you hear, "Oh, my nose! My nose, which was struck with a candle moments before! Oh, God, the pain! Ow!"
Oh my gosh, is that guy okay?
Medic? Can we get a doctor?
He looks at all of you and says, "Temperina Shrimp, you're going to prison for a very long time because those were sticks and stones and not mind games, dude. You broke my bones."
Well, first of all, she's already in prison. But second of all, which one of us has that paperwork?
I think he just like gave it to all of us,
All right, well,
like as a general group, so we all three hand it over.
well, here you go. Secondly, she can't be in prison forever because I actually have a hot off the presses delivery from the president. Here you go, sir.
President Glover said to deliver this to your hands immediately.
He's like clutching his nose in one hand and reading it. He says, "A presidential pardon? I thought you
That's
guys were a
correct.
handful of truckers and or production company agents."
We are, but we're also
Yes.
very good friends with the president.
Yeah, how do you, all Hollywood agents are connected to the president. How do you think you get into Hollywood in the first place? It's not nepotism, it's presidentialism.
"Oh my gosh, will you still pass along my resume and headshot?"
Of course I will.
course, yeah.
Now you're associated with the president.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
right,
if you
that's how it
if you
works.
pass this up the chain of command where it belongs, now you too are a part of Temperina's getting out of prison story, which probably will become a major motion film in about 3 to 5 business years.
Wow. Wow.
And honestly, who better to play or interview, depending on if it turns into a docuseries, than the man who started it all himself, Candle Guy.
That's me. John Francis Candle Guy. You never asked my name, but that's what it's been this whole time.
Well, John Francis Candle Guy, would you mind showing us and our friend Freedom Tem to the exit, please?
Yeah, why, of course. And he starts leading you out, clutching his temples and muttering, "Sticks and stones, sticks and stones, sticks and stones." As you all bump into Nick again outside of the prison cafeteria, who says, "Hey, cousin Chris and Deese, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I caught up with you guys. I was chasing after that French man, remember? Or maybe he was Italian."
I think he was Italian.
He was for Italian.
Yeah.
Strangest thing, he vanished off the face of the earth.
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
You know those Italians? They've got the invisibility. Like it runs in Italy. Like it's a genetic thing now.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, I am. Listen. I'm at least 3% Italian. And so my pinky finger's a little bit less visible than the rest of me. I'm very embarrassed. Don't look.
Nick says, "Oh, Temperina Shrimp is out of her cell."
Oh, she's been presidentially pardoned. You know how it goes.
I don't.
Well, now
Yeah,
you
no,
do.
sometimes the president sends a pardon for a prisoner, and they get let out.
Yeah, John Francis Candleman has the pardon. He's actually setting it up the chain right now.
Oh. He looks kind of sad and he says, "Well, Ernest, I guess this is the last time we'll ever meet or speak together."
Say that. You guys, you're like his best friend.
You guys could be like pen pals or
Yeah, pen pals.
could like send each other selfies in the mail.
Elbow D's. Dude, give him a hug.
He kind of like awkwardly goes over to hug Nick and says, "You can, I guess, text me or something if you want." That's and Nick is like, "Yes, that would be. I'll do that." And Dee says, "All right, team and Tem, shall we head out?"
God, please. Yes, God, I'm so done with this.
He says,
Let's roll.
"All right, everyone, it's been real. And Tem says, "Ooh, are we riding in the Stang, or what? You guys couldn't all fit in that, surely."
No, we have 2 cars. You can either ride in the Stang with Chris and Dees, or you can ride in our
Your super
delivery
awesome
truck.
delivery truck.
It's something mystery miscellaneous prison delivery, but we're specifically bringing green hair dye and jumpsuits and rompers today, but they're filled with Cheez-Its.
Tem practically leaps into the van.
Yeah, that's
So
a
does
good choice.
Cosmo.
I sure hope so,
Like,
because you were driving it
oof.
with me.
It's true. I'm just sitting next to Tem. Cosmo's like, I wasn't driving. Squinting.
Oh, I'll drive.
No. The Fingies were driving because there turns out they're incredible drivers. Iris, I know you love to drive, but you're literally banned from driving until you can stop teleporting into another dimension.
I know.
Put your roller skates on.
Oh, okay. I sadly put my roller skates on as I get into the back of the van.
Chris, where do you go?
I mean, I'm not gonna leave Dees alone, you know.
Respect.
I'm gonna jump in the Stang. Wait, actually, hold on. The circumstances were a little different on the way here. Chris like goes up to Dees and he's like, "Hey, buddy, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
You feeling okay? How's your foot and your other body parts that were probably shot?"
They're okay. That
Yeah.
angry old man gave me a puff of his magic inhaler.
I mean, yeah. How are you mad at me?
It's cool, Chris. How can I be mad at you when the government literally let my dangerous sister out of prison?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm riding with you then.
Great.
We'll talk about it on the way there.
And you all set off away from the prison. Now, of course, I do have something to do, but before we wave goodbye to misery, is there anything anyone else wants to do?
Well, we do have to stop at the diner. Actually, I'm radioing on the Stang, and I say, guys, we did talk about picking up Terry and Bill Baramy from the diner. Are we forgoing that, or are we going back to them?
Do you think they'll cause trouble at the hotel?
I think they'll cause less trouble at the hotel than they will if we just leave them.
I think they'll cause less
Yeah.
trouble than like we just regularly cause.
Yeah. Maybe it's best that we grab them. And, you know, is the Stang a 2-seater or a 4-seater?
It's a 2-seater.
They got to
We'll
ride in
get
the
'em.
van.
Oh no, I say sitting closer to Tem. Well, we'll make room back here.
You all go back to the diner where you find Ted and Bill Baramy huddled under a makeshift fort that they've constructed under the diner table that they were sitting at. And they say,
What do
"Oh, that was quick."
Yeah, we were done faster than we thought.
That was really quick.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We're
What do you guys
efficient.
got going on here?
Yeah, why are you doing this?
Thought you would be a while. Wanted
So you made a fort?
This is a public dining establishment. Did you
Yeah.
even ask the owners if you could do this?
Now we don't need to.
No, what you need to do is clean it up because you are not going to make the poor waiter or waitress or server do that for you. You made this mess. You can at least straighten it up.
Oh, okay.
You know, come on, do it.
All right.
You set this up. You can put it back.
Okay, I'm putting it back. And they start putting it back. And while they're in the middle of that, they're almost done. All of your phones collectively ring.
I don't like that.
Ew.
I look at it.
It is your old friend, Blola.
Sup, Blola?
I answer the phone for Blola.
Do you all hopping on this group call?
Yeah.
You hear a, "Hello, Cosmo, Iris, and Chrysanthemum.
Hi,
Hi,
Blola. How are
Blola.
you?
I am a machine.
Well, that's
Well, that
true,
is
but
accurate.
how is your day going, Blola?
Oh, well, if I had to quantify it in human expression, I would say pretty poorly.
Why?
Why is that?
What's
What's
happening?
happening?
We have. There's been a bit of an incident, and I need it investigated.
Blola.
What kind of incident?
We have recovered a body.
Whose body?
Well, that's kind of the thing. It's uh, it's a person in a blank frog suit.
Where did you
Dude.
find the body?
We found them under the under the floorboards beneath the stage. The time of death was approximately, well, while you were all acting heads of security.
Interesting.
So after the temporal anomaly appeared?
Slightly after the temporal anomaly appeared.
Oh.
However,
Okay,
the cause of death appears to be a bullet wound to the forehead.
Oh.
Hmm.
Can you describe how the frog suit looks?
Yeah, it's real Kermit the Frog vibes over here.
blank as in almost like nude?
I suppose if you could describe a frog as naked, this would probably be a naked frog.
Mm,
I see.
okay.
Yeah.
Lola, what what are the stones doing?
Their best?
Lola, that's not what I'm asking.
The stones are conducting business as usual. I have already sequestered the subjects for you to interview and determine who the murderer is.
Who is your list of suspects?
My list of suspects are 3 guests who were unaccounted for during the party. 1. Anderson Rivers. 2. Lily Rivers Dunst. And 3. Tobert Fungelstein.
Rivers, huh?
Super.
Rivers, huh? That's an interesting name. Do you have their numbers or do you have their location?
I currently have them locked in Heart and Stone headquarters.
Wow.
That is so interesting. Okay, Blola, we will be there. We're nowhere nearby though. Fuck, guys. Could you hold them?
Till tomorrow, maybe?
Yeah.
Don't worry, the locks on their rooms are secure.
Yippee.
Well, you're not gonna kill them, right?
What?
Like you're not gonna like starve them to death or anything. Like you're feeding them, right?
Well, of course.
Okay. Well, I'm just checking.
What?
I'm just checking.
Okay. Because you are acting Flo sounds a little flustered and says, because you are acting in your former role as Heart and Stone security, we will be authorized to pay for your transport to the facility.
Okay.
Would you do you want like a plane or like a bus or a train or
We can do a train.
So, I'd really like it if my adopted father would send me his private jet for pickup, please. The first one, not the second one.
God, are you sure?
Yes, I'm quite positive. If he can't spare it, then I suppose he's shit out of luck then.
Where are you?
Misery.
Misery, my favorite state. I'm sorry, I'm actually programmed to say that whenever a state is addressed. What part of Misery?
Misery.
Prison town. Misery.
Prison town, yes, I will send the private jet to Prison Town, Misery Airport. Please be there in 45 minutes.
Wow.
Thank you, Blola.
So I guess we're taking Tem and the Fingies with us.
And also,
And also
no, we could
Chucklehead
probably
and Silly
No,
send
no.
McGee over here.
I was gonna say, shouldn't we just send them along to the hotel because like a decent needs therapy.
Yeah, and
We all
Fingies
need
need a
therapy.
nap.
You need new skin.
I'll be okay. You know what? I think this is even for the best because I would love to see my parents have some kind of like physical reaction to me being beaten the fuck up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll get some medical first aid on the plane. They have a live-on nurse. That's why I asked for the first one.
Okay.
And so by this point, Ted and Bill Bellamy have finished, and they say, "All right, we are ready to follow you to this magical place that you've described."
Wonderful change of plans. Dees, can I talk to you, please? Really quick.
Yeah, Dee says, "What's up?"
Okay. So, do you remember that time that I had to go back to my parents' place for my birthday thing? And it was
Yeah,
a big clusterfuck.
it was fairly
Yeah.
recently.
There was like a murder, I guess, that took place there.
What?
Very much related to you know Party Frog, Dees?
I know the frogs. We just killed one.
Yeah, there's another one that's very dead.
These things are dropping like flies, huh?
Yeah, and you know, it's so interesting because two of the people that are named as suspects have the last name Rivers,
Like the cranky guy?
like the cranky guy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. Anyway, so we have to go catch a plane to California. Would you mind taking the rest of them back?
Yeah, sure. No problem. You're going to the Misery Airport?
Yeah.
Misery International.
Yeah, it's all right. We have a private plane coming in. It should be not like the worst flight ever.
Wow. That's what rich parents gets you, I guess. Hey,
Sure is.
I don't think you guys hear this enough. So, thank you. Thanks for coming out here. I know shit got
Of course.
crazy because shit just always gets crazy.
Dees, I mean this like entirely literally when I say this. There's nothing that we wouldn't do for you or the Finkies. I know shit probably did get a little strained. I look at Tim back there, but genuinely, I hope all of this was for the best, and I'm really glad that you trusted us enough to ask.
Me too. Don't shoot anyone in the foot, Chris.
No promises.
And
Also, sorry about your foot.
yeah, it's fine. It happens, I guess. And with your
Go get that therapy.
oh my god, I'm trying to do the outro here.
No, Dees, get some therapy.
But don't skimp on it.
And with your rest and relaxation detoured ever so slightly by a murder mystery, Team Bouquet sets off once again for Heart and Stone for what is sure to be another unforgettable trip. Next time on This Isn't Normal, Poopa-doopa-doo.
Because do you know how much I was in Max's DMs yelling about the fact that I had no way to like go visit those guys, even though I knew where they were here. No way of going to visit them because there was no story sense that I could make work. So I was just in his DMs like, I can't believe this. This is awful. How could you introduce them when we couldn't even go say hi?
Man, you know what's gonna be really wild is meeting them and Boo's like 20 something.
No.
No, he's not because he was born in 2019, so he is only 14 years old.
Ah,
So,
2019.
who do you think he was
Teenager.
talking about when he said take it easy on him?
I'm imagining either Tobert or Anderson.
I was thinking Anderson, maybe.
I think it's gonna go. I honestly, I thought he was gonna refer to like young Boo himself. I thought we were about to meet actual Boo, and I was determined to be kind of not like really shitty, but like a little shitty to him just for a little bit, and then like ease into like being a better person. But like, I'm
That's-
sorry.
That's,
No.
that's what fuels him to write a paper about. Is he's like, these fucking assholes are mean to me for no reason when I was 14.
One time when I was 14, these people just showed up out of nowhere and they were so mean to me and they said that I would understand later, and now I understand and I'm mad about it.
Now I understand and I feel justified. And so, you know what? When he asks, "Why are you being like this?" You just it's the cycle of time. You'll understand in about 60 years.
You'll
It's fine.
understand in about 60 years. He's not even gonna remember it then. He's gonna be like, what did they mean?
Who were those people?